Okay, good evening. My name is Dr. Jacob Goodson, and I serve as the chair of the Social Science Division. It is my privilege to welcome you this evening to the 2026 Leaders in Service Hall of Fame. We have a wonderful evening ahead of us, as we will soon formally recognize incredible mound builders who make us proud. Before we begin dinner, I would like to informally make some introductions so that you might better know who's in the room. First, I would ask any previous Leaders in Service Hall of Fame for the Social Sciences inductees who's here this evening to please stand as you are able and receive our applause. Now, faculty of the Social Science Division, if you could please stand and applause. And Dr. Negley just gave a quite interesting lecture on memory over at RPAC. Thank you. And then students with us tonight, would you please stand? And then lastly, trustees of the college, would you please stand? Thank you so much for all you do for us, trustees. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Before we begin our formal program, we are going to enjoy a meal together, which will be served buffet style, and we'll start with these first guest tables. Should you need any help preparing a plate, please don't hesitate to let our staff or any of the Fresh Ideas team know. At this time, I invite our campus minister, Carly Redding, forward to offer a blessing over our meal and time together. Carly?
Good evening. Let's pray. God, we thank you for this time to come together and celebrate all the wonderful pieces of our builder family. We thank you for the people who have helped curate this meal, from the people who helped grow and procure the materials to the people who helped make it. We pray that you be with each and every one of us as we celebrate here tonight and the rest of this weekend, and as we travel back to our homes. Keep us safe and healthy and happy. We pray this all in your name. Amen.
Again, we'll start on this side, and we'll just go as people are ready. Thank you all.
Good evening. Oh, a little loud, huh? So good evening, everyone. Please keep eating. I'm Liz Fromgen. I'm the president of Southwestern College, and it is my sincere joy and privilege to welcome you to campus as we celebrate Founders Weekend and a new class of inductees to our academic halls of fame. For our students in the room, it is hard to believe that in how many days, Matt? What is it now?
Probably 21 days.
22 days. We will graduate an amazing class of mound builders, a class of 2026, which includes Matt over here. And with that, Southwestern College's 141st academic year will come to a close. Life on campus can be hectic, from one big event to another, deadlines, midterms, finals. It often feels as though if you blink, you'll miss it. And if we're not careful, it's easy to take for granted our precious time together on this hill. So Founders Weekend is sort of a gift in this final sprint to 22 more days of the academic year, a time for us to catch our breaths and to do a little reflection. We invite alumni and guests of the college to campus in celebration of the missional work of this little college, who recognize the traditions that tie us together through time. We hold up the significance of Southwestern as we hold up these individuals who represent our college so well, who have worked hard and given so much of themselves in service to others, in service to the greater good. The words we hear tonight and tomorrow remind us all of what this is ultimately for: to make the world a better place, one graduate at a time. Indeed, higher education preserves democracy. So Founders Weekend reminds me that someday our precious students over to my right, who are honored to share this hill with us today, who we are honored with, and I'm sure they're honored too, will earn their place in one of these halls through the good work that they do in the world upon graduation. I know our students are preoccupied by finals, by class projects, by time with friends, by graduation, and they are anxious to begin summer internships, graduate studies, jobs, adulting, all grand and worthy adventures. And let me say, you know, but we are excited to see you, and we are so proud of you. But students, before you launch, I encourage you to take this moment to focus on the words of our inductees tonight, hear their stories of transformation and service. The kind of honor is possible for each of you. So it is our joy to celebrate 3 builders who in their lives, work, and service demonstrate the ideals of Southwestern College. Don, class of 1952, and his wife Betsy Drennan, who are no longer with us, and Adam Barlow-Thompson, class of 2006. These are 3 incredible people and absolutely true builders. They have been committed to teaching, mentoring, encouraging, neighboring, leading, building. They are people of great character who have demonstrated openness and empathy, who at the core are built to serve others. And that is what we are called to do in leadership. We build our decisions and actions around the service to others. So our inductees this evening, all 3 leaders with heart for service and the drive to do as much good as possible in the world. We are grateful to them for their work. Thank you for being amazing builders. To all of you joining us here tonight, I share my gratitude. Thank you for supporting our inductees, the Division of Social Sciences, and the future of our beloved Southwestern College. And at this time, I'm going to welcome back to the podium our Master of Ceremonies, Dr. Jacob Goodson. Welcome.
So some of you may not be finished with your meal, and we encourage you to continue as we move forward with the program now. The mission statement for the Social Science Division is to promote multiple approaches to understanding ourselves, others, and the forces that shape society, to equip students for reflective engagement in the world. We are here tonight to celebrate that work of equipping. It is work in progress for those of us who are here at SC, and it is the fruit of that work evidenced in the meaningful careers of our Hall of Fame inductees. We have 2 honorary categories this evening for recognition, Pi Gamma Mu and the Leaders in Service Hall of Fame. We will begin with induction and honors cords for Pi Gamma Mu, the National Honor Society for the Social Sciences. We at Southwestern College hold the distinction that this honor society was started as a joint effort between Southwestern College and the College of William and Mary in 1924. We are pleased to be able to honor students who are studying and preparing to be persons who make a meaningful contribution in our world. Your hard work and dedication is noticed. Your commitment to academic discovery matters. As the saying goes, and broadly applies, it is true with academic pursuits. You get out what you put in. Dr. Michelle Greenwood serves as the faculty advisor for Pi Gamma Mu. I would like to invite her forward to introduce our graduates.
Thanks. Great, thank you. We have several Pi Gamma Mu students that are graduating this semester, but we have a couple with us this evening. And so we're really just celebrating that as they head out this spring into the world, they will take the spots that you all have paved for them. So thank you. And and a couple of them have also been officers for us. So they'll also be not just getting cords, but stoles as well. So please come forward as I introduce you to get your cords. First, I have Matthew Price with a degree in philosophy and religion, and he also served as our president. So, thank you, Matt. Do you have yet? You don't have cords yet, right? And Rob can use that.
They don't think just leave it up. I think that's supposed to be tight.
I think they're two. There's two separate ones.
You got both. It's a set.
Oh, I thought there were one.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. Okay, and then our second participant tonight is Emma Willisden. She's getting a degree in psychology, and she also served as our vice president this year. So thank you, Emma. Okay. So you already have cords. Here's your stole. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Greenwood. Tonight, the highlight of our honorary recognitions are for 3 people who have, in different ways, dedicated their lives to the service of others. We are thankful that they model servant leadership for us, but especially for our students. Our inductees help us understand what is possible when armed with hospitality, vision, and a hopeful spirit. The Southwestern College Leaders in Service Hall of Fame for the Social Sciences was established in 2009 to honor alumni and friends who have taken their education and enriched our world by offering their time and talents as leaders in service to others. It is right and fitting that we recognize these worthy individuals for their efforts, and the college is privileged to be part of this honor. I would like to call your attention to the beautiful glass creations on the table beside me. These one-of-a-kind awards will be given annually to Leaders in Service Hall of Fame inductees. They are handcrafted by Mr. Scott Hartley, class of 1997, a Southwestern science major who went on to use his artistic talents and his knowledge of science to become a master glass blower. We are fortunate to be able to give these unique gifts to our inductees to permanently remind them of their place in our Hall of Fame. Inductee number 1, Don and Betsy Drennan. I am grateful to introduce Don and Betsy Drennan. Donald Drennan graduated Southwestern College in 1952. After college, Donald enlisted in the U.S. Air Force. In December 1954, he was assigned to Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany. He was honorably discharged in 1956. In 1955, Donald married Elizabeth Betsy Johnson in Ramstein, Germany. In addition to the Rotary Club president, he had 51 years of perfect attendance. He was also greatly involved in all aspects of Rotary International. He was a member of the USD 465 Foundation Board and the Southwestern College Alumni Board. He was a 50-year member of the American Legion, was involved in Habitat for Humanity, received awards for service above self, and was a middle school math tutor for 2.5 years, and received the Community Cornerstone Award in 2002. Betsy Drennan was raised in San Antonio and graduated in 1955 from the Texas Women's University in Denton, Texas, with a major in primary education. She began teaching in 1965 and started the pre-K program at Lowell and the Title I program. She continued teaching in the lowest grades until her retirement in 1994. She was a pillar of the Winfield community and was a member and officer in many organizations. She was an active member of the chapter FDPEO, Delta Kappa Gamma, and was a Paul Harris Fellow of Rotary and a member of the Winfield Rotary Club. She was also a lifetime member of the William Newton Hospital Auxiliary, and she was honored by Winfield Corner Bank for her community service. Don and Betsy were members of Grace United Methodist Church for more than 70 years and served on many of the church boards and committees over the years. I won't say most importantly, but certainly from the perspective of Southwestern, one of the most important collaborations in service was for the international students of the college, who they so deeply cared for. They took seriously their jobs as hosts. They truly acted as a surrogate family to many of our students throughout the years. They provided comfort and friendship to any students who entered their home. There are so many stories that illustrate their commitment, and so many of our alumni who are ready to talk about their love and appreciation of Don and Betsy. They maintained meaningful relationships with all of those students throughout the years. They were great neighbors to Southwestern College and important members of the Builder family. Don and Betsy are great examples of friendship and care. We celebrate their legacy tonight. At this time, I invite their son, Doug Drennan, forward to accept on their behalf. You please come forward now.
For a minute, and then I'll take it back, and we're gonna. Where are you, Katie? There, over here. I'm gonna go over here and get a picture, and then. That's great. How fitting. Yes, got it. There you go. Yeah, put it back, and then they're all yours.
Oh, fine.
All yours.
We're gonna ad-lib this a little bit, so. I need to start from the beginning with Don and Betsy. They were actually a blind date. So when Dad was, or Don was stationed down at Lackland Air Force Base down in San Antonio, they were a blind date. And then it just started from there. They dated for about 9 months, and then Dad went over to Germany in the Air Force. It was kind of funny. He rode the boat over and rode the boat back. But they did get married in Ramstein, and I'm going to kind of jump over. When they both retired and they were taking trips, they went back to Ramstein, Germany, to see where they got married, and they actually met the couple that owned the, let's say, a little house, because they lived up on the second floor. And while they were there, they had an international student, Stefan, which was from Austria. So while they were there, they just went over to Austria to say hi to him and his family for a while. But after they got married and moved back to the States, our granddad had Drennan Motor Company, which had Pontiac, Cadillac, and International trucks down on 6th and Main, where Gaston's Carpet is today. And they lived upstairs on the second floor, so that's where I spent the first 2 years of my life. And then after me, my brother Dave is from Tonganoxie, Kansas, and his wife Mary Lee, and brother Daryl, graduate of Southwestern, and his wife Heidi, and David, graduate at University of Missouri. And my wife Jan, which takes care of me, and our good friend Alice Anderson, another graduate, and Kim Beaver and his wife Karen. We're all really close friends. If you knew Betsy, being a kindergarten teacher, she didn't ask really. She told you, and you'd have to sometimes say, "Please." But when you spend 28 years kindergarten and preschool, that's what you did. You told them. You didn't ask them. You told them. And like I said, I'm getting all over the place. After we all left the house, I think that's when they got involved with Southwestern and the international kids. And it just went on and on. Like they had 2 girls from Japan. The families sent Mom and Dad over to Japan, and Dad was looking forward to going, but if y'all that didn't know Don was a big man. So he goes, I can get down on the floor, but it's not very pretty getting up. And then the showers are made for smaller people. And it's in the corner. So you wash one side, you open the door, and then another funny thing, the families took him out just to show them Japan. They weren't in Tokyo or anything like that. They were outside where they'd take a train for 45 minutes. But everything Mom would look at, the mothers would, after Betsy walked by, they would buy it. So I went over to the house, because we just lived one block south of Wallingford, down there in the corner. And I came over to carry the box in the house. The box was huge. The box actually beat them home. So I took it in there, and then I went over a day or two later, and this stuff was scattered. I mean, not scattered, all over the dining room table. And I go, Mom, what are you gonna do with all this? And she goes, that's your problem. Because it was just everything. She said she got to a point where she didn't want to look at anything because they would, buy it and give it to her as a keepsake. And then another, because Dad was a prankster. He loved jokes. Trust me, he loved jokes. But on the serious side of it, we had an international student from Africa, and was just learning the ways we do things here in the States. And he worked here on campus part-time, and part of his money sent to his mother each month. And after he graduated, he needed a car. Well, it takes money to buy a car. So Dad sat him down, because he didn't even know what a loan was. So Don explained what a loan is and what your responsibility is to take care of that loan. So after they had their sit down and talk, he took them down to I think at the time it was First National Bank, RCB today, met with the loan officer. Of course, the loan officer went over everything, what interest was, and I'm pretty sure Don co-signed with him. So he got his first loan to buy a car so he could get around. And what's kind of cool today, he still lives here in the States. He's doing really good at insurance. He's married, his wife's a nurse, and they have a little one. So, just seeing it through the history of everything. So, another neat little neat fact. He had perfect attendance at Rotary. Of course, I asked Dawn, I go, well, how'd you go to a meeting when you were over in Germany, over in Europe? He goes, it's Rotary International. You just looked up a meeting, you went to the meeting, and they had a form to fill out. So he never missed a meeting through that whole career. And here it did have, Betsy had the Paul Harris Fellowship Award, or Paul Harris Fellow of Rotary. That's a pretty high honor in Rotary. And after Dad passed, Betsy got her. She joined, because she went everywhere with him, wherever Rotary function there was. And she did get her Paul Harris Award. You can help correct me. It had 4 rubies? 4 or 5 rubies. And just to have a Paul Harris pin is quite the honor, let alone having a pin with 4 rubies in it. And Betsy was living out at Winfield Senior Living when she got that. I took her down to Baden Square to a Rotary luncheon, and she got it there. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit more about Don and Betsy. They were very caring. Betsy was always doing something, and with her paintings and crafts and stuff like that. So I can keep rattling on because Dad was a funny guy. John?
Yeah, I'm just going to share with you, and I guess everybody else, that after your dad passed, your mother gave me some of his Rotary shirts.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, he had lost weight. And they fit.
Yeah. One of his favorite things to do when he'd lose a lot of weight, he'd jump up and down, roll, and then his trousers would just drop. So, anyway. All right. thank you very much, and whoever
Yeah.
put Don and Betsy in for this award, I want to thank them too, so. All right,
Congratulations. Thank you.
Our second inductee this evening is Adam Barlow-Thompson, a member of the class of 2006. Adam Barlow-Thompson graduated from Southwestern College in 2006 and is a community builder, nonprofit leader, and advocate for the power of neighborhoods to transform lives. As the co-founder and executive director of the Neighboring Movement in Wichita, Kansas, Adam has spent the past decade helping people rediscover the simple but profound act of being good neighbors. Recently, Adam helped the Neighboring Movement transition to new leadership and was named CEO and president of Humankind, the largest provider of permanent, supportive, and affordable housing in Sedgwick County. Under his leadership, the Neighboring Movement has grown from a small gathering of neighborhoods in a living room into a nationally recognized organization advancing community health, civic engagement, and social connection. Through training, storytelling, and place-based development, Adam has helped equip hundreds of leaders across Kansas and beyond to strengthen their neighborhoods using asset-based community development practices. Adam's work bridges relationships and real estate. He has led efforts to revitalize Wichita's South Broadway corridor, transforming underutilized properties into spaces that foster connection, local business, and a long-term neighborhood stability. His vision centers on the belief that thriving communities are built not only through programs, but through proximity, trust, and shared ownership. A respected voice in the field, Adam has been recognized nationally for his leadership in community development and has helped shape conversations around social connection as a critical component of public health. He has secured millions of dollars in philanthropic investment to support grassroots organizing and innovative neighborhood-based solutions. In his new role as CEO and president of Humankind, Adam will work to expand access to affordable housing in Wichita and collaborate with partners to achieve functional zero homelessness in Sedgwick County, a state where the number of people entering homelessness never exceeds the community's capacity to house them. Beyond his professional work, Adam is a gifted storyteller, a collaborative leader, a musician, and a firm believer that everyone has something to offer their community. His work continues to inspire a growing movement of people committed to building a more connected, caring, and just world, one neighborhood at a time. Tonight, we are so pleased to recognize his work and service as we induct him into the Leaders in Service Hall of Fame. Adam, please come forward at this time to receive your award.
Do you hug?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm a hugger too. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, he's gonna want to get a picture of us, but this goes to you. What side do you like, the left or the right? Okay.
They're both the same.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I know these are detached. That feels scary. Thank you. It's great to be here and be a part of the Mound Builder community. I want to thank my lovely wife, Ashley, who has supported me in my career. We met in graduate school in Chicago, and many say that one of my greatest achievements is convincing her to come back to Kansas with me. And she's added a lot of value to our community and, of course, to my life. And my son Prescott is here, and Brian Sutton, who was my youth pastor when I was in high school and has been a part of my life ever since. And then college friends, Joel and Lindsay Wilkie, who are here as well to support me. Grateful for all of those people in my life who've poured into me. As everyone in leadership and service knows, you do it for the awards, you know? No, you don't. That's not true. And for me, when I look back on it, I've really centered my work in my life and all of the things on the values of abundance, relationship, and joy, and just trying to live those out every day. And now with hindsight, I can look back and see that a lot of those values were really cemented in my own person here at Southwestern College. And Joel and Lindsay can attest that we experienced a lot of abundance, relationship, and joy through our time here. We had a lot of fun. We learned a lot, and one of my favorite things about being a mound builder is that you can make your own way, and you can participate in lots of things, and the university works with the students to say, what do you want to try? What gifts do you have? What experiences do you want to do, and make those things possible? Even to the tune of my last semester of college, I had 12 credit hours, and 6 of them was an independent study that was my band. Like, yeah, right? Like, where do you get to do your band as independent study? Not like a good band either. Like, it was pretty bad. But we had fun, and we learned a lot, and I wrote a paper at the end of it, and they still let me graduate. So I just am really grateful for the chance to give back to the school, and to be honored in this way is really special. And so thank you so much for this chance. And yeah, that's all.
On behalf of the faculty and administration, to our Pi Mu students and honor students, thank you for your thoughtful engagement in your studies. And thank you for joining us here tonight. To our Hall of Fame inductees, thank you for your contributions and service to our world. Thank you for the example that you have set. Thank you for being builders. Thank you for your care and your continued support of Southwestern College. To all of us here, please let us know of other worthy mound builders and friends of the college who could be nominated for the Leaders in Service Hall of Fame. On the inside cover of your program, you will find a link where nominations can be submitted online. Please take a moment to consider deserving mound builders and help us recognize their contributions. You'll also find in your program a schedule of coming Founders Weekend activities. Before we leave tonight, I would like to thank Fresh Ideas and the team who organized this event. Please join. I don't know if they can hear me. I would also ask all the recognized individuals and families, as well as the social science staff and faculty, to remain for group photos. While that concludes the official program, please feel free to stick around as long as you like. Mingle and chat. There is a show starting up the stairs, up at Christie. Up at Messenger Recital Hall. I want to make magic, and that is at 7:30. Is that correct? And admission is free, and you are invited to enjoy that show. Again, it's been our pleasure to host you all on campus this evening. On behalf of the Social Science Division and Southwestern College, thank you for being here with us tonight. Have a nice evening.